Right now at 10, how mounting unpaid bills is leading to severe debt for a local ambulance service. And new video of the explosion at a Madison gas and electric substation from last week as we learn more about exactly what happened. And later, a local martial artist makes it to the big screen portraying one of his idols. This News 3 Now exclusive straight ahead.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Uncollected bills for the Baraboo District Ambulance Service are mounting, ending up ranging between $1.2 and $1.5 million for past services. Madeline O'Neill is back from Baraboo with why this might be and steps being taken to address that debt. Maddie?
Eric, the Baraboo District Ambulance Service is postponing purchases and dipping into cash reserves as it and the commission that oversees it consider solutions. The service's director says unpaid bills have been a growing issue for years, and some of the reasons behind it reach beyond Baraboo.
Every day is totally different.
For the Baraboo District Ambulance Service, responding to emergencies is everyday work.
Helping that person in time of need, it happens to be in an emergency situation, but that's still what brings a smile to my face.
It's dealing with collections that can be the hard part.
There's always been difficulties in the billing world in getting payments paid. And it just is continuing to, progressively get worse and worse, in my opinion.
Chief and EMS Director Dana Seckler says when he started with the service a decade ago, the uncollected bills were at about $600,000. Since then, it's about doubled, a cause for alarm a few months ago.
Well, that's a lot of unpaid bills.
The city of Baraboo is one of several other communities making up the ambulance district, and the largest with about 2/3 stake in the service.
People are concerned and working on this. This is not something that can be let go.
City Administrator Ed Geik says it will be up to the commission overseeing the service to find answers.
Why was there such a big uncollectible bills here? Why was it let go for so long? And how are we going to fix the situation?
Once you get into it, you're like, I can't believe that this is the way the insurance industry is.
Instead of patients, Seckler says most unpaid bills are owed by insurance companies, some which offer to pay less than the billed claim, but more quickly.
We typically say, no, we're not going to accept the discount. We want the full amount, and that can delay it 60, 90, 120 days plus.
He also points to Medicare and Medicaid, which often don't come close to covering services, and Medicaid reimbursement rates haven't been increased in more than 10 years.
This is a statewide issue and a nationwide issue, for sure.
Seckler says as other ambulance services run into similar hurdles, he hopes changes for the Baraboo ambulance service, like opening a line of credit, can get them back where they need to be.
It really saves lives.
Along with opening a line of credit, the ambulance service says one of its billing staff members who has been away on military service for a year has now returned, and they've hired another part-time biller as well. Seckler also says he's been working with groups for years, encouraging the capital to increase Medicaid reimbursement rates. The Ambulance Commission will talk about this issue at the planned meeting on Wednesday.
The Department of Military Affairs says upwards of 58,000 people are still without power following the storms this weekend. Governor Tony Evers declared a state of emergency and today toured some of the damage in northeastern Wisconsin. The Wisconsin National Guard has activated 24 personnel to deliver potable water and distribute it in Langlade County. In total so far, the National Weather Service has confirmed 10 tornadoes across the state. Let's get a look at our first alert weather now locally. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
Overall, really a fantastic day. Yet again, some sunshine coming through for us, not a lot of humidity, and temperature-wise, we are finally below average. Highs today in the upper 70s. Again, average is in the low 80s, so 77 in Madison isn't too bad. We started the day off in the low 60s, and that's right where we should be. Our Doppler track will stay quiet overnight. No threat for any showers or storms moving on in. Temperature-wise, we're about 67 in Madison, in the low 60s, though, for most of southern Wisconsin. Notice Black River Falls. You're in the upper 50s right now, so it might be a little cool early in the morning as those temperatures continue to drop. As far as tomorrow is concerned, plan on another day with a lot of sunshine. It will be a degree or two warmer in the afternoon, but Otherwise, a really pleasant Tuesday. We'll take a closer look at what's ahead for the rest of the week in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. The American Transmission Company is leading the investigation into what caused those 2 fires at substations downtown that they share with Madison Gas and Electric. We're also getting new video of the moment that first explosion happened. MG&E now says evidence shows the fire started in a piece of equipment owned and operated by ATC, but MG&E equipment was also damaged. Crews had to de-energize the transformer, which led to thousands of customers without power for several hours. In an effort to cut back on a recent uptick in crime, the Madison Police Department is hosting a Good Neighbor Night to teach ways to make your home and property less tempting to thieves.
One of the current trends that we're seeing citywide is theft from autos and theft of personal property inside homes, all entering through unlocked doors. Thieves are going inside and stealing vehicles and then going inside and stealing property and garage door openers.
At the department's Midtown station tonight, officers went over some tips and low-cost ways to deter thieves when you're asleep or you're away from home, and also discussed some of the latest smart technology gadgets, including cameras, sensors, lights, door locks, and video doorbells. Road rage leads to fist flying in Caledonia, south of Milwaukee. The whole thing captured on camera. This fight happened in the middle of the street in a construction zone. The 3 women and the man in jeans all ganging up on the man in shorts pictured here, throwing punches and kicking. One of the women involved even used a taser, which police say is illegal in Wisconsin. The 4-person team drove away before officers arrived. The bicyclist killed in a collision in the town of Verona yesterday afternoon has now been identified as 56-year-old Valerie Flogel. According to the incident report, she was attempting to cross Highway PD on the Military Ridge State Trail when a Ford Escape going at highway speed collided with her. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says it is expected for bicyclists to yield to oncoming traffic when approaching a roadway.
When you approach those roadways, stop and make sure that there's no oncoming traffic. These are vehicles that are traveling at highway speeds in this situation, and they're just not able to come to a stop as quickly as you would think.
Bicycle safety experts say visibility is important when sharing the road with vehicles and pedestrians. Having a bicycle equipped with the appropriate lighting and reflectors can keep a bicyclist from getting hit or from hitting someone else. The Madison School Board has appointed a new member tonight to fill the seat recently vacated by the departure of Mary Burke. Tonight, the board has approved 24-year-old Sabian Castro to serve the remainder of Burke's term in seat number 2 until next April. He will then need to run for re-election. Castro is a UW graduate and attended Madison La Follette. He currently serves as a legislative aide for State Representative Sheila Stubbs. President Trump says a sweeping $1.37 trillion budget deal has been reached between his administration and congressional negotiators. He tweeted about the deal tonight, calling it a real compromise between Republicans and Democrats. The deal still needs congressional approval. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said he's planning to bring the deal up for a vote in the Senate before Congress breaks for its August recess. And the President and First Lady paid their respects to late Justice John Paul Stevens today. His body lying in repose at the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. Justice Stevens died last week at the age of 99 after suffering a stroke. After a private funeral on Tuesday, Justice Stevens will be buried at Arlington National Cemetery. And this Wednesday, a historical moment will unfold on live television. CBS's Nora O'Donnell will host a special report as Special Counsel Robert Mueller will testify publicly in front of the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees on his report into Russian meddling in the 2016 election. You can watch it in its entirety right here on News 3 Now. Up in Oshkosh, it is the day aviation lovers look forward to every year in Wisconsin. EAA AirVenture has officially begun. It's the 50th year for the week-long event. This year promises to be a memorable one. Earlier today, the CEO of AirVenture addressed how big this event has become, for the first time bringing in a group from Northwestern University to conduct a study that will help them better handle the growth.
We have them here on site for the first time looking at our facility during the week. They take the data back, they put it in their black box and come back with recommendations how we will continue to be able to optimize and grow and handle larger numbers of people more efficiently.
And the event will wrap up on Sunday. Still ahead tonight, your full forecast for the work week ahead and if it'll stay nice for anyone wanting to travel up to EAA this year. But first, set to hit theaters later this week, how a local martial arts instructor landed a gig in the latest Quentin Tarantino flick. The exclusive interview is next.
Dear
Welcome back. We have a star in our midst. A Dane County man is in California tonight celebrating his first big-time movie premiere. Danica Lewis introduces us to Mike Moe, who's splitting his time between a set and a mat.
We open on a small industrial park in Waunakee. A young man, a dad, instructs a room full of kids, all ages, all genders, all belted.
All right, everybody go ahead and bounce. Yes, sir.
He teaches them with confidence on kicks,
One.
on punches,
I need to go boom, right to the middle.
and on life.
Just like any goal you set, if you're not keeping your eye or your thoughts on it, how do you know you're gonna reach it?
You never know who might be watching or paying attention, so you just always have to be giving your best, always put your best foot forward, and you know, luck happens to the people that are prepared. It took a lot of years, took a lot of ups and downs, and you know, this is just one of the ups that I happen to be riding on right now.
Scene 2, Mr. Moe goes to Hollywood. Scratch that. Mr. Moe goes to Hong Kong, meets Jackie Chan.
And after that happened, I was like, well, wait, this is actually something that can really happen.
18 at Bravo 5, expect to remain free.
Now, cue plane taking off for LA. Protagonist hustles until living out his childhood dream. Well, one of them.
Played this game Street Fighter 2 until literally I wore the controller out, and I played this character called Ryu. You know what happens with the Satsui no Hado, it takes hold. And I just remember feeling like, for one of the first times, like this is actually a dream come true, playing this character.
Scene 3, the melancholy of Marvel.
Here I'm thinking, wow, it's a Marvel show. This is gonna be a huge hit.
Dissolve in Inhumans.
Canceled after one season, and that was definitely a low point.
Okay, dissolve out Inhumans.
What was devastating at the time actually became a blessing in disguise.
Scene 4, everybody loves a comeback. Moe's mats are now empty.
The voice and his mannerisms and his energy, that took a lot of study. What kind of kid that watches a Bruce Lee movie doesn't get up on his feet and, you know, act out the movement? So, you know, I've been preparing my whole adolescence for this. Quentin Tarantino's doing a new film, and he's looking for Bruce Lee. And right there I said, okay, like I'm born to play this role. The who's who of Hollywood. Here I am.
We get into a fight.
On a flight from Madison, Wisconsin. Hi, guys.
Play out trailer, pause trailer. Make sure audience recognizes very famous faces.
I battled for that role for sure.
Closing scene, back in Moe's martial arts studio with the students.
I don't really advertise a lot of my acting life because when I'm here, I want to be present and I want to be Mr. Moe, the teacher.
Pop, pop, pop. Maybe it's spin hook kick.
Got this triangle. I've got my family, I've got my martial arts career, I've got my acting career, and as long as all three are strong and I'm feeling happy, like that's when I'm at my best.
Dazzled reporter asks if these young warriors have their own Bruce Lee to live up to.
That mantle is up for the taking, and I'm ready to grab it. So, you know, I don't think there's ever going to be another Bruce Lee, but I think the world's ready for another, you know, especially Asian American action star.
This is extremely difficult. Do you have balance? Do you have focus?
Just as he began, Moe leaves audience with resounding advice.
If you have a goal and you work towards it and you have a support system and you don't give up, anything can happen. And I think just me living out my dreams, you know, living out here in this community is just a testament to that. And hopefully it's something that can inspire not only my students, but anybody that meets me.
Fade to black. Well, one more thing.
We'll just see where the universe takes me.
A long way from Hollywood. This is Danica Lewis, News 3 Now.
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood opens in theaters this Friday, July 26th. Well, the weather has certainly been more comfortable this week than it was a week ago when we were dealing with all that heat. And Dana joins us now to tell us how it'll play out the rest of the week.
Really, the next few days look really pleasant outside. Of course, this evening was wonderful. Temperatures were comfortable, and that drop in the humidity thanks to the storms that came through this weekend. I know we had some stronger storms come through on Saturday. Here's a shot, actually, that shelf cloud sliding through that cold front out of Loganville from Mike Knoll. We had a lot of shelf cloud pictures come in. They were awesome to see how strong that cold front is. We saw the storms mainly west of Dane County, and then as they really bubbled up, they started to kill their own energy and died down a little bit to the east. We still saw showers stretching into Rock and Walworth County, just not nearly as strong or severe as what we had west of Dane County earlier in the day. So, of course, behind that cold front, that's when our temperatures just really started to improve and pick on up. And over the last few days, we're really expecting, over the last few days, Our humidity has dropped and our temperatures have also improved. Looking at our Doppler track right now, things actually are pretty quiet throughout the state. A few showers well up to the north, but that's about all. Again, we hit a high of 77 degrees today. That is below average. It certainly felt comfortable outside. That's thanks to some high pressure off to the west, sending us a little northwest breeze. Currently, our temperatures this evening are going to drop quite a bit. That cold front that brought our thunderstorms this weekend now well off to the east, bringing some showers and storms to the Atlantic coast. So with that high pressure ridging in, that means we're going to stay pretty quiet and calm for the next several days. Not expecting any increases in moisture until we get towards the end of the week. Again, right now about 67 in Madison, but we're in the mid to upper 60s for most of southern Wisconsin. The other telling factor, of course, our dew points are much lower than they were, so we're not looking at any threat for any patchy fog overnight. And right now it just feels really nice and comfortable outside. Tomorrow, plan on a mostly sunny sky. We'll start the day off in the mid 50s. We may see some showers up towards Green Bay and along the coast there of the lake, but overall things should stay pretty quiet for most of the state. Heading into Wednesday, we still have that nice mostly sunny sky. Temperatures will be in the low 80s for Wednesday. We start to see a little bit of an increase in our moisture on Wednesday. A little more of an increase then comes in on Thursday, and that's going to lead to some shower chances along the eastern edge of the state. A little more moisture in that direction. It's going to feel just a little more humid outside for Thursday, a little more on Friday, and then finally we get the showers and thunderstorms coming in on Saturday and Sunday to start zapping some of that moisture on out. Heat index readings tomorrow, similar to today, will be exactly where our temperatures are. That's the good news. For Wednesday, it might just feel a degree or two warmer than our actual temperatures in the afternoon, as those heat index readings right now are coming in the mid to low 80s. Plan on an overnight low in Madison of about 58, mostly clear skies and just pleasant outside early in the morning. We'll be in the mid to upper 50s for overnight lows in most of southern Wisconsin, but some areas you go up towards the Dells or Black River Falls, temperatures could drop closer to 50 overnight, so it will be just a little cooler outside to start off the day. Tomorrow, plan on a high of 80. Mostly sunny sky and just pleasant outside yet again. Our heat index readings, not a question for your Tuesday, but by the end of the week, we will start to talk about those dew points a little more again, starting really Thursday and heading into Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures by Saturday and Sunday will be back in the mid 80s. With our heat index readings in the upper 80s, closer to 90 for us. We do have a chance for some thunderstorms to start to develop Saturday night, and then heading into Sunday, there's a slight thunderstorm chance. A little better chance for some systems heading into the following week. But notice, of course, for the rest of the work week, a lot of sunshine. Temps are comfortable outside. If you had to put anything on pause last week because it was so humid, you should be all good to go with your plans for the next few days. And I know this evening was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Driving home on my break, there were so many people out on bikes today.
Taking advantage of it.
Enjoying it, yeah.
And that for the rest of the week, all suns and
Lots
80s.
Lots of sun in the 80s. Those temperatures will stay pretty calm. And of course, when you take that humidity out, it actually feels more comfortable outside.
Really
You can
is.
enjoy it.
Really nice. All right, Dana, thank you. Melvin Gordon talks about a new contract and his loyalty to his team. We'll have the story coming up in sports.
Brewers' best starting pitcher will miss at least 6 weeks. Brandon Woodruff has a strained left oblique, so he'll be out for a while. The Brewers recalled Birch Smith from San Antonio to replace Brandon Woodruff. That's a big loss for the Brewers pitching staff.
Well, we got to fill in around him. That's what we're going to have to do, and I think we can. I think we'll look at all ways we can do that. The schedule does allow us to do some things, and we'll try to take advantage of that.
The Brewers open a homestand against the Cincinnati Reds tonight. Tyler Saladino had a grand slam in Arizona yesterday. There's no way he could do that again. That's his second career grand slam in 2 days. It's in the bottom of the 8th now. Brewers 5, Reds 4. Big week in Green Bay today. Rookies report for training camp. Wednesday is the day veterans come in. And the annual stockholders meeting at Lambeau Field is also Wednesday. Thursday, the first training camp practice under new head coach Matt LaFleur. Sounds like Melvin Gordon isn't any closer to getting a new contract. The Chargers appear to be digging in and won't give Gordon the extension he wants unless he drops his price. Gordon has said he won't report to camp. He would sit out the season if he doesn't get a new deal. He's heading into the final year of his rookie contract, and Gordon says there's a pretty quick and simple solution to all this.
They could call me tomorrow, and we can get things settled. So I got to take it every day as if, I'm going in. I don't change my ways of going about things. You have a routine, you follow that routine, and that's what I've been doing. Whether I miss or whatever, I want the Chargers to win the Super Bowl. That feeling doesn't change because those guys that I've been there with are my brothers, and I want nothing but the best for them and me. And until further notice, I am a Charger.
Former Monona Grove running back Torrin Young has been waiting his turn at the University of Iowa, but his time may finally have come. He rushed for almost 2,800 yards and 28 touchdowns in his senior season at Monona Grove, then committed to Iowa. After redshirting his first year, he wasn't getting all that many carries last year, although last year he had 637 yards and 136 carries. Young's now a junior, could be the guy for the Hawkeyes, and thanks his teachers and coaches at Monona Grove for getting him on the right track.
That's tough, when you go from high school and being a leader, and then you get to college and you're back at the bottom of the totem pole. So it's definitely tough, but I had some great guys in front of me that I was able to learn from and, just see their experiences, and for them to share what they learned from guys before them was very beneficial.
The Los Angeles Lakers got one of the Antetokounmpo brothers today. No, not Giannis. Kostas is awarded to the Lakers after the Dallas Mavericks waived him Friday. Kostas Antetokounmpo went to Dominican High School in Whitefish Bay, played at the University of Dayton. And the Bucks announced their preseason schedule today. They'll open Monday, October 7th at Chicago. They'll have 2 of their 5 preseason games at home, Wednesday, October 9th against Utah, Thursday, October 17th against Minnesota. We'll be right back.
80s and nothing but sunshine.
A lot of sunshine.
All the rest of the week looks great.
Yeah, the work week looks fantastic weather-wise. We are expecting temperatures to sadly increase a little bit, but we still stay in the 80s, thankfully. We'll be in the mid to low 80s by the middle and end of the week, and that's going to bring a little more humidity by Thursday and Friday. Saturday and Sunday, our heat index readings will be from 85 to about 90 degrees. Temperatures will be in the mid-80s. The reason for that increase in the humidity, of course, our next chance for some showers is going to come on in for us. We do have the chance for some showers and thunderstorms at night on Saturday and a slight chance on Sunday during the day. But I mean, for the next few days, we have sunshine and low humidity. If you're okay with today's forecast, you should really enjoy tomorrow. It should be fine.
Yeah, I doubt anybody's complaining much. Dana, thanks. Thank you for watching tonight on News 3 Now at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.
Now.